Hello, everyone, because I know this will be not only live right now, but it's also going to be shown as a replay. I'm just going to go say hello in case nobody comes. I have no idea. I didn't blast it. I didn't put it out there on my social media at all. I just decided I was going to turn it on because I'm going to craft it in my journal anyway. So I thought I'll just turn it on and just see if anybody shows up. And if you don't, oh well, then I'll just be my best self like I normally am. Oh goodness. Okay, so this is my about me journal that I have been working in. I started this I think right before Christmas, and then I kind of let it go to the side because I had another journal I was working in. But it is just an old cookbook, and I just covered the inside. Well, I covered the outside with some wrapping paper. I had a piece of this wrapping paper with these darn little big-eyed girls on it. Joycey! Hi, John! Yo, yo! So, what are you guys up to? It's a lot earlier there. So it's dinner time where you are, right, Joycey? So I was going to journal about going to vote in the primary election because I went and I voted, and this came in the mail. This was like a little sample ballot so you could prepare. 8:20 at night. So you're like in the Midwest. Watching Girls, Girls, Girls and Dinner. I don't know what that is. Girls, Girls, Girls. Have no idea. So I was going to do that. As I've been making my kits for my Etsy shop, I've just been pulling stuff out that meant things to me. Oh, you're in Kentucky. I went to Kentucky one time. Oh, the Elvis Presley movie. Yes. There was a period of time where I was like binge watching all of Elvis Presley's movies. And I just noticed how dry my hands look on camera. Oh my goodness. Is anybody else's hands getting really dry from all the hand washing? It's been crazy. Oh, you're watching it on Hulu. My HOA, they shut our pool down, our public pool for our neighborhood. So they went ahead and gave us free Showtime and Epix and Movie Channel within our cable because we get basic cable. Have a red spot. I don't know what that means. And so we are getting that free. And I watched Palms last night, which was with Diane Keaton. And then I watched, which I didn't finish watching it because it was awful, which was 5 Feet Apart. So it ended up being about some young people that had cystic fibrosis, I think. Oh, you have dry red spots on your hands from washing? I know, mine are like cracking. Like my cuticles are really dry. I've been going through lotion. Crazy. Yes. Okay, sorry. I didn't get that. You have red spots. I thought maybe I had red spots on my camera or something. Desert Nana! Hi. So I have just been kind of going through and pulling stuff out and totally just tossing things in the front of my book that like meant something to me. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I've just kind of tossed it in here. So these are all things that I wanted to do. Okay, so I pulled some things from like that had to do with like filming because of when I was in film school. So I have that. This was for my dad. I found this in a bin at the flea market. It was like, I don't know, 25 cents or something like that. But it said Air Force. So I know I want to do a spread about my dad. And then I want to do a spread about my parents. I pulled this for Phoenix because I thought this was really interesting. That this was on the same page in a magazine. It may have been Life magazine. I'm not really sure. But the fact that they had Australia here and then Phoenix is so bizarre because the school that I went to in Australia opened up a school in Phoenix this year. So because of the whole, situation, I have not been able to go back to school in Australia. However, I may go to school in Phoenix. So this is just so really weird. Anyway, I just thought that was really, like, what are the odds? It's so strange. Okay, so then I have this Nassau in the Bahamas. This was probably the era that my parents were there. This came out of I have no idea. It came out of some magazine. It's really ripped, and I was going to toss it, but then my parents went and had their honeymoon in Nassau in the Bahamas. So this kind of looks like that era. So I just kept it. I couldn't get rid of it. St. Pete. I go camping there a lot. This was on the cover of a book, some kind of book on prayer. So I have that. And then this is the start of where I kind of started my journal. I was talking about, so this kind of it's just a mishmash of my ages. Like this talks about when I first started to drive and how I had to drive in Washington, D.C. Okay, that's where I had to learn. And then I had a Dymo, so I had this Dymo labeler, and then I just wrote about how I love old Dymos and then my collection stuff. And then there's something in here on like making the right coffee maker, use the right coffee maker in the right way. So it's a thing on coffee because I liked coffee. This was sent to me for my birthday from Sherry. So I have that from Sherry. And I just saved it. I just cut the front of the card out and put it in here. This I wrote about me on my Saturday morning cartoon watching. So when I was little, I loved watching Davy Crockett. And I think I did this one. This actually is a video on my YouTube channel. Yeah, so I did a whole thing on Davy Crockett because I found a book page on Davy Crockett. And then not really sure. I don't even know what this is. I have no idea what that was, but I did write something down. I think, did I craft on that? No, I just decoupaged on that. Thanks. And then I think I just started, so I made some of these and then I just tuck them in so I'll use them eventually. And then I have like, this is just a bunch of ephemera that I stitched together and pulled it out. And I just tucked it in that pocket. And then, yeah, some paper. So some pages I haven't worked on. I just threw them in here and then eventually I will work on them. This is like about reading. This was my trip to, I decided to write about this because I came across this thing. I went to the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. I ended up staying with my friend Lori up, and it was such a weird, okay, so Lori and I met on Instagram, and then there was a hurricane back in 2017. So we like kind of became online friends. And like my area was evacuating, and the only place that I could find to get out was to go to Salt Lake City. Well, I knew she lived in Salt Lake City, but I didn't know. I didn't know she lived in Salt Lake City. I knew she lived in Utah, but I know Utah's really large, so I didn't know she lived there. And then, so I was saying, hey, I'm coming to Utah. She's like, you're coming to Utah? Where are you going? I said, oh, I'm going to be staying at such and such hotel in Salt Lake City. Are you anywhere near? She's like, I'm 10 minutes away. So I ended up staying with her, and we had a great time. So that was just really random. But yeah, and then this was a page I did with my mom and me. She had made this for me when I was a kid. I don't know if you can see that. She made me this. She made a lot of our clothes when we were children. And she made the little coat for Easter, and I fell in the mud on the way to church. So I was crying. And that's my mom. And she taught me how to sew. And so I just kind of wrote on the back of these about about learning how to sew and my love of sewing and where it came from. And then in here is how we used to go to Santa's Village in Vermont. So I just put in a picture of, I don't know if you can see that, my brother and I visiting Santa. And then this was like some vintage Christmas wrap and stickers and things like that. And this was on, I don't know, some kind of packaging I had. I think this was the other piece of the Dymo labeler. Yep, sure was. So I just used that. And let's see. Then I took fashion merchandising in high school. So he was making, this talked about the fur industry. And I wrote about this field trip when we went to New York and we got to go see them put furs together. So I thought that was kind of cool. So as I'm looking through books, when I see something that sparks like a memory from my childhood, then I have just been kind of tossing it in here and working in here. What else have I done? I wrote about my childhood dog, Velvet. I think I did this one. This page is on my YouTube channel. There's me and my dog, Velvet. So I just kind of journaled about that. This is about my cats when I was a little kid. So I wrote about what kittens we had. Is this open? Yeah. And I have pictures of, that's when I cut my own hair. Love the dog. And yeah, so we grew up on a farm, had a lot of cats and animals. And let's see, if I have anything else in here. So what I'm going to work on, I think, and then the other thing that I do too is, I was writing about missions because I've done missions in Peru. So I had put that in there. I need to put some photos. This, I think I wrote about the oatmeal recipe because this was the Vanishing oatmeal raisin recipe that I loved, and I never had the original recipe. The new one is not the same. And I found this in an old cookbook. Somebody had cut it out and stuck it in a cookbook, and I ended up with the cookbook. So I have the original oatmeal raisin cookie recipe, which I'm so excited about. And here's when I went to Scandinavia for missions. And I think this is my travel section about Italy. This was all about Denmark in that pouch. And then, and then that's the end of my book. So I'm going to work on, and when I went to my mom's, I ended up finding some, so the other thing I do, and I don't know if you guys do this, but I have like this box, this Webster's Pages box, I just had it. So what I've been doing is when I went to my mom's, I ended up finding, I got some photos from her and then I just made copies. So like, here's me learning how to swim with one of those, remember those old orange, hard as a rock life preservers? Yeah, I had one of those. And that's my mom. That's my little brother and Santa. My grandmother. So there's my grandma and grandpa. So I just made copies that's my mom. This is my mom and my dad. So I definitely want to do something about like my mom and my dad on NASA. But here's my mom fishing. So I thought this was great. This is what I was going to do. So I had found this in some magazine. It doesn't say. But there was a lady fishing on here. It's actually Gypsy Rose Lee. And it cracked me up because it says Gypsy Rose Lee strips the Wisconsin lake of giant muskie. Wisconsin fishing is wonderful, says Gypsy. So I thought that was pretty funny. So I thought about putting this in here and doing a page and journaling and putting that in. And then I also found this one that says how to fish. It was actually Kraft mayonnaise. It was a Kraft mayonnaise. So maybe a tuna ad. There's a Kraft mayonnaise ad, but maybe they use tuna. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I pulled that out because I knew I had the photo of my mom fishing. So I definitely am going to work on that. My mom and my dad. My mom playing badminton. That's my sister. I'm going to do my one sister. That's my sister, Darcy. There's me with some like crafted hat on my head. Here I am on my pony. I definitely have... I know I pulled some stuff too about my pony. And then here's my family. Except for her. She's not our family. But my sisters, myself, okay, my little brother, maybe my mom may have been pregnant with my little brother. No, not yet, because I think I was 5. My dad and my brother, my older brother. So my little brother hadn't been born yet. So this must have been, it was something for Major Mud. And yeah, so I don't know. They're in Orlando? Aww. Are they okay? Do you need me to bring them something and leave it on their doorstep? So I'm going to go through here and see what I want to use with this. It's kind of all, oh, here's some wrapping paper. I'll probably use that. So, because this would look pretty since it's all kind of black and white and cream. Maybe I'll use some of these scraps of wallpaper. Some scraps of wallpaper. Let me go through and see what else, because I think I'm going to journal about that. I almost reached out to you this week, but I was able to get Instacart to deliver groceries to their senior building. They're doing very well, all things considered. Okay, well, please reach out to me if they end up, like, if you need my help, because I do not mind running out and taking them something and just leaving it on their front door. And I quarantined myself, I guess, self-quarantined myself. I mean, I'm healthy, thank you, Lord, and I haven't had any, and I haven't really had a whole lot of contact with anybody. I haven't gone to the grocery store in over a week. The only thing I've done was I had to have my car inspected, and that was the only thing I had to do, and that's the only way I went out. So, and they actually came to my house, and I just left my car out there and they inspected it. So I didn't have any contact with him, but I'm really trying to stay away from people, just to be on the safe side. Not like I'm all big germaphobe right now, but it's just, I just don't want to get sick, to be honest with you. I don't want to get sick. I hate being sick. I don't want to be sick. So, all right, what else can I use? Here I am again. So I'm just going to kind of go through and see if there's anything else. Yeah, so just definitely let me know, because I will definitely do that for you. So are you enjoying digging through my book with me? I mean, my box with me, sorry. This is what I do. Like, literally, when I see stuff, I just toss it in this little box. It's amazing what this little box holds. Oh my goodness. So even like words and things. However, I do have a little word box I started. I probably should have pulled these out. So no, I know it's recommended, but you'd be amazed at how many people are still just going around. None of my friends. Oh, you're enjoying it? To see what I pull? I love this mid-century modern, like the A-frame. I love this. My grandmother, my mom's mom, always wanted to have an A-frame house, and the guy's just sitting out here on the. So I cut that out. I'm gonna put that probably with my grandma's photo, so I remember to use it because I want to talk about. My grandmother always said she wanted to have a chalet. So I don't know where she wanted to have a chalet, but she wanted to have a chalet. So there are my grandparents. There's me as a little girl and my little brother. This was in Clearwater in 1971. Let me see what else I got. Here's my grandmother. And this is my mom's parents. And there's my grandfather. So I'll probably just put those together in the pile. You're only going out when needed. Yeah, so far so good. The crazy part of it is I didn't like stock up on food or anything, because I moved back into my house and I don't have a kitchen yet. So it's a long story. I won't go into it here. I didn't tell anybody, and then Dee Dee kind of let it out. But so so I don't have a kitchen right now, so I didn't stock up. I have like a little $50 microwave, and my refrigerator's working. And but I don't have an oven. I do have a grill that has like one of those little, the little small grills. I have that, but I don't know what happened to the grate to it. It might be in my camper. My camper's in storage, and my camper was getting ready to be, the inside was getting ready to be torn out. So the inside of the camper has all the wood and the cabinet doors and everything, like drawers and cabinets and everything, is in the camper. So I can't even get anything out of the camper if I want to get anything out of there. But so I have been cooking on. I have a 6-inch fry pan I went and bought, and I hate everything's in storage. So I hate buying a fry. I didn't want to buy a fry pan. I didn't want to buy pots and pans but I thought all my stuff would be back by now, and it's not. And so yeah, I don't have a kitchen. I have a sink that I've been using. I have 2 bathrooms. One does not have sinks in it, and the other one does. So I've been using the one that doesn't have the sink as like my bathroom. And then the other one has plastic all over it, but the sink is there, so I can use the sink. But yeah. And I probably have another 8 weeks of this. 6 to 8 weeks after next week. So yeah, 8 weeks of this. And it's been going on since July. But it is what it is. And I have like a temporary crafting area, and most of my crafting supplies were in the garage in bins and things like that. So I've been able to craft, which has been good. I had some folding tables out in the garage, so I've been using I'm just set up on folding tables. Oh my gosh. Okay, I saved this tetrazzini supper because my mother, after, I don't know if any of you guys did it, but for Thanksgiving, we used to do the turkey tetrazzini. My mom always made turkey tetrazzini after Thanksgiving dinner, to use up. Okay, so I think I have what I need. So I have some little. See, I thought I would use that for my mom and my dad. I'm going to pull that out for their honeymoon. I have no idea what any of this stuff is. Oh, that's all about coffee. I had an old ad that I loved, so I made a copy of it and shrunk it down because it was huge. And it was 1960, and it says, "You'll know them by their glitter," and they were all in gold. And it talks about like their LeMay jersey knit by Casino. It was DuPont's Mylar LeMay jersey knit by Casino, $38 shirt. That was expensive for 1960. Look at this. A theater wrap coat was $325 by the Junior Sophisticates. That was expensive. $325 for a coat in 1960? That was a lot. Yeah, so I have a lot more time for crafting. And I don't have to do as much cleaning because I don't have anything to clean. So, hey, win-win. I have this I found this when I was over in, I think in Denmark. It's a camping in Germany map. So I thought that was kind of cool. All right. So, this was a cool ad. This was this came out of a children's English book. And it says, writing your story. Write a story to be placed on the bulletin board. Write the story which you told to your class, or choose another interesting experience to write about. Here are a few suggestions for you. It says, a travel experience, a pleasant surprise, an experience at school, holiday fun, an exciting adventure. Do the following things in writing your story. Choose a title that will suggest what the story is about. Use a beginning sentence that will make the other boys and girls wish to read your story. Keep to the subject of the story. So, like, no rabbit trails. Yeah, I'm really bad at that, as you can tell. Use an ending sentence that shows your story is finished. After you have proofread your story, carefully rewrite the story with pen and ink. The editorial committee will choose stories to place on the bulletin board. Anyway, yeah, thought that was funny, so I pulled that out. I shrunk down this Woman's Day. I have this woman, I love this because I wanted to talk about our family trips in the Rambler. Oh, where is that ad? I had it because I found an ad for the holiday Rambler we had as a kid. Oh man. Anyway, so I thought this was kind of cool. It was a Woman's Day magazine, and I just made a copy of it and I shrunk it down. Hi, Debbie Apps. How are you? So that's something you can do to make your images more workable. So if you have a magazine that, like a magazine cover, this was a cover. If you have a magazine cover and you like what's on the cover, but you can't fit it in your journal, just scan it and make yourself a copy, like shrink it down. I think I did this at like 35 or 45%, something like that. And then you can use it in your journal. So let me see what else I got. I took a copy. Oh, I took a copy of this because it says how to back up your trailer. And I wanted to write about my issues with backing up my trailer. Oh, goodness. I'm like the worst at backing up my camper. Oh my gosh. It takes me forever. I love this. This is Disney World. And it's Tomorrowland. And it looks this is Disneyland. This is Tomorrowland in Disneyland. Came out of an old Disney book I have. So I did that with this one. I have a Pearls from Dickens, and I actually printed this out on sticker paper because I'm going to probably fussy cut it out and then stick it down on a page. But this is like, so I'm going, Debbie, because you're here, I'm just going through my box of treasures. So I'm going to journal. I'm trying to decide what I want to journal. So that's what I started doing. Oh, this I cut out because I want to write about my pony and myself, because I used to torture my pony because I wanted to be a trick rider. And I used to practice on my pony. Where is he? Oh my gosh, I just saw it. I just had the picture of me on Tinker. Poor Tinker. Here it is. But this is when I was really young. So I found this in some kind of children's book. So I just yanked it out. And I'm going to put this on here and do a page. I'll probably do that too. I want to journal about my summer. It was when I was older. I used to do that, not when I was like 3 or 2, however old I am there. No idea what that is. Oh, here I am again. And I don't know what this is. Oh, this is when I won the lake house in Vermont. I think HGTV was doing a giveaway. So, ooh, what are you planting in your garden, Debbie? HGTV was doing a giveaway for that, where you can win a house, and it was a lake house in Vermont, and I really wanted that. But that was a few years ago, and I didn't get it. So, bummer. Some stocks and bonds calculator. Okay, now I'm into some scrapbook paper. Ooh, this might look nice with my mom, the one I'm doing with my mom. Let me see. Do I like that? What are you planting? See, this has some mustard, so I kind of liking that as a background. I think I'm going to do that one. I might toss in some of that. See, you never know what's down in what you got in your little treasure box. Anybody else have a treasure box? Tomatoes, pole beans, jalapenos, squash, and green onions. That sounds good. Except for the green onions. I'm not a big green onion fan, so I would pass on those. So anyway, I highly recommend that what is in here? Oh, it's a whole little pad of tiny little, oh, I got this when I was in Australia. It's a little tiny atlas. Look how small it is. It's so cute. I mean, it was a lot thicker. I think I put a bunch of those pages in kits. I don't know what this is. Highly recommend you get a box and just put some fun papers and images, and yeah. Just gonna look through here really quick. Okay, so I think I'm good. But now the trick is, once you pull it out, can you get it all back in? I don't know. Let's see. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a old Paris map. Ooh, that's pretty coloring, huh? That's a nice map. Yellow and green on this side. This is from 1376 to 1957. The Paris Metro. See, there you go. Well, I'm going to try to just, okay. Seriously, I have just this one box going, and this is really all I have for myself. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was looking for this photo. My grandfather made this, and I still have it, and then I gave it to my brother because I needed to get some things out of the house. So now he has it, but my kids played in it. I played in it as a kid. My grandfather made that. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, that is what I've got. So I'm trying to limit myself. I do have a small little box of as far as like, okay, no, I take it back. I just looked over. I take it back. I just looked over. I forgot. I do have this like orange. It's like a lid to some plastic box or whatever, and I do have stuff stacked up in there. But that's more for like mixed media collage. So does that count? Because this is more for like this journal. We're not going to count that. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay. And I'm trying to think of what else I have. Oh, I got a whole pharmacy sticker stuck to mine. Okay, so now I want to decide where, so I'm going to do this for sure. I'm going to set my thing aside, but I want to see what pages are around it. This is, maybe I'll do it. I'm going to do it here since this is kind of about my mom. So I'm going to probably put it in right here, and that'll look nice. All right. So let me set this aside. But don't let me fool you, because I have like a whole garage full of vintage stuff. This is only what I've allowed in my crafting area. I'll probably leave the camera up there, but I think I'm going to definitely fussy cut her out. Gypsy Rose Lee, huh? Wasn't she like a burlesque dancer? This is cracking me up now. Back in the day. Was she the one that they wrote Gypsy about? Was that Gypsy Rose Lee? The Broadway show Gypsy? Anybody? Of just paint chips? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's what I thought. This is funny because I'm using... My mother was in show business, but she was not a burlesque dancer. Yeah, no. She was a big band singer. So, okay. That's that. And I think I'm gonna take this ad and do how to fish. I need my smaller scissors. These are too big for this tiny little thing. So I've been working on, oh my goodness, I've been doing videos. I'm working on some, I already finished them. I just finished them. I did some kits and it is to put together a journal. And when you buy the kit, you're going to get the videos of how to put it together and to do the pages and things like that, and some tips and tricks and stuff. You'll get that for free when you get the kit. And I'm just kind of trying it out. I only had enough to make 3 because I'm using this little booklet that I had. It's like a vintage booklet, and I only had 4. So one I had to use to show everybody how to do it. And then the other one, the other 3 I ended up putting in kits. But I'm excited because I think it came out awesome. Personally, I like the raw edge, but not all of that. Too much. So going to put my mom probably over the Gypsy Lee part. I'm going to put her there. And then maybe stack some so I can add digital files. Well, what I ended up doing was when you buy the kit, you're going to get the code to the videos. So, but I just want to see if anybody's really interested in doing anything like that. I kind of want to keep that right there because I want to use like the name, the address. I don't want Wisconsin though, but I like the wonderful part of it. So I'm just going to tear. You'll have to start for John a kit. Oh yeah, I could, but my kits have the kit I put together for this journal has over 100 things in it. It's a really large kit, and you have more than enough to put the journal together. So you probably make 2 or 3 journals out of it. But I could do digital images. I don't know how to do that. I haven't learned that. I'm not that technical, but it would be cool. I guess I have to watch YouTube to learn how to do it, huh? Okay, so there goes that. Then I'm going to put her down here because I don't want that little bit of... So cute. And then I like this. I think I like this one better now that I tore that. Like that little bit of color. I want to cover that, but maybe I liked this pink because it pulls from the pink over there. Somebody's calling me. Who's calling me? My sister's calling me. Hold on. Hello, I'm on YouTube Live right now. Yeah. Yeah. I'm live. I've been live for 45 minutes. Joycey's in the house, and Debbie, Epps, and Joan. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay. She's calling me because yeah, my church is streaming live, but I already watched it. So because they showed it at 7, which would have been the 11 a.m. service, and then they come back on for a nighttime service. So I'm going to find the secretary journal you made years ago and gave me leftovers so I can refer to it. Show me the Big Tim folder. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't have mine. It's in storage. So, but yeah, the Ladies Who Lunch ledger. I know everybody's all doing that. I think the video is still up. I'm not sure. I haven't looked. It would be back over onto the Scrappy Camper Sisters site, not on. It would be on our YouTube channel because Darcy says she moved everything over to YouTube when Ustream went did their thing. So I think it might still be up on the Scrappy Camper Sisters YouTube. It should be anyway. So okay. So this is what I'm doing. This is going to be my layout. Loving it. Now, All I gave myself was that little itty bit to journal, but that's okay. I could get a label and put another label down there if I need more. Now, to save or not to save? That is the question. That's the question. Do you still have the old? Oh, Darcy's in here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't do the smaller version. Did I do the smaller version? I thought I did it, but maybe I just didn't post it. Okay, maybe what I'll do is with the scraps, instead of, let me get a tag. Hold on 1 second. Let me get a tag. And, or maybe I'll get a library card. What do I have? Oh my gosh. I've got a guest check. All right. I'm just going to glue it down to a guest check so that I don't lose it. Darcy, did you see the picture of Mom fishing? So probably what I'll do is just use this, and if I glue it down to something, then it'll be done. Or at least started. Then when I'm looking for something, I'll have something started. No, I know she wouldn't clean a fish, but she's sitting there holding them all. I thought it was a great photo. Yes, definitely Green Acres. Mom and Dad were definitely Green Acres. All right, I'm sure I'm going to have scraps left over if I keep going. Oh. All right. Well, I need one more little scrap of something right there later on. But it's a start. Maybe I'll take this little piece. I don't have to throw it out. Stick Up Acres is the place to be. Oh my gosh, so funny. All right. Okay, so now I just need to glue all this down. Oh, oops. Let me put this down first. Oopsies. I was like, what? Why does this not look right? Uh-oh. It's Oliver's time to whine. So I may be having to get off my channel because, oh goodness, this is his hour. which I don't know why. I gave him his treat. He's got a bed in here with me, but the issue is it's 10 o'clock and he wants me to go to bed. So he comes in and gets me and tells me, and then he'll sit in the room and he'll just stare at the bed and whine because he wants me to go to bed. I should have put how not to fish. Look at Mom's little plaid outfit with her. She's got a skirt on. It's a shirt dress. It's like a plaid shirt dress. And she's got pearls on. And she's fishing. That's what we're talking about. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Who goes fishing with pearls and a really nice shirt waist dress on? Yeah. That's what we're talking about. About being like Green Acres. No, it's not a skirt, Darcy. I'm looking. It's not. That's just a bend. It's like the wind was blowing against it. It's not a skirt. It's a dress. It's not a skirt. I can't tell what she's got on her feet though. They don't look like shoes. They don't look like sneakers. Now I have to call her. Now I have to call in. Call in, Mom. All right. So, shoot. I'm going to have to get off because Boo Boo over here is whining. And he's not going to stop. And the sad part of it is he's deaf, so he can't hear me anymore. So I can't tell him to like be quiet or go lay down or because he can't hear me. Yes, she was very sad. Tell Ollie to stop. He doesn't hear me, Darcy, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Let me get some kind of pen to journal with. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a La Pen, a Marby Black. Do I want to use black though? No, because it's just going to go right in there. Let me see. I'm going to get let me get my Papermate. I'm going to love these Papermate flares. Okay, I think. Not these, not this, not that, not that gray. I kind of want maybe this. Wish I had like a mustard. Wish I had a mustard. Oh, is this kind of mustardy? I don't know yet. Because that would be perfect. Or if I had something like that dark periwinkle. Oh, Gabby's barking now? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. That's brown, black. I wonder, I have, all right, let me see if this is more kind of mustardy. Let me check. It's just bright yellow. That's too bright. I think I'm going to go with the green. Let me check. That's green. Okay. Alrighty. So, my mom. Okay. I don't know what year this was, so. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to put it in my journal. Dee Dee has me tweeting to William Shatner. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. William Shatner. Oliver. Oh my goodness. See, that's so pitiful. It's like really pitiful. Okay. Hold on, just gonna punch this in. So I gotta punch here, here, and here. What? Hi, Boo Boo. Oh, this is so sad. You're so sad. See your paws? Look at. Say hi. Hi, everybody. Oh. Okay. My paper punch. Let me see where my hole punch is. So now I have to craft with him in my lap. Oops. We'll see how long this lasts. Well, he doesn't bark. Everybody's saying hi to you, Oliver. So he's never been a barker, which is really unusual for a Chihuahua. But he does growl and he does whine. So, but now he's happy because he's in my lap, and he doesn't get very much lap time because I don't have any furniture. I don't have any furniture. I have a chair in my craft room and my bed, and that's it. So, yes, he's being really good right now because mommy's holding him, so he's not whining. Okay, so that's my page about my mom fishing, and yep, I guess that's all I'm doing tonight. Well, I've been in here for an hour, so. So anyway, I'm glad you joined me, and I will be continuing maybe doing some more of these live videos now that I found my video camera. So, and now that I'm home more, because we're all spending more cozy time in our houses, which me as an introvert, I don't know any different, so it's kind of nice. But I know some people who are probably having a hard time because they're extroverts and you're probably like pacing inside the house and stuff like that. If you are self-quarantining, I know a lot of people are not, which is a shame because you put the elderly at risk. And but anyway, just be safe and just do all the things on your to-do list that you keep putting off. So Darcy and I were talking about that last night, and we've been yeah, I know, true. If we didn't have like all our friends from like streaming and things like that, and having them live while you're crafting, it's so nice and then you can even chat with them, and the chat's really nice. But yeah, I know it's really hard because we can't visit our mom, and our mom broke her knee, and it's been really, really difficult not to be able to just run up there. So hard. But I've been sending all kinds of stuff, and so yeah, it's true. A lot of people are starting to stream. Yep. And even like people who don't stream regularly. Tim Holtz was on today. He was on Facebook Live. I didn't watch. I was busy. I'm starting to clean out my garage because it's being painted. It's going to be painted. Well, one wall they're going to paint because they had to replace the drywall. So I think so that's kind of my goal this week is to get my garage all out. I may have to set a tent up outside. I don't know if it's going to rain or not. And then put everything in the tent and then hose the garage down, I guess. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I have no idea. No, my mom doesn't do FaceTime and nobody is there that could show her how to do it. But I talk to her several times a day. So, but she has a Kindle. Can you FaceTime on a Kindle? I don't know. She has a Kindle and she doesn't have a smartphone. So, and she doesn't have a computer. She just has a Kindle. So I don't know if you can FaceTime. Oh, okay. Well, I will let you go so you can go watch Diane. I'm done. I'm gonna go take care of my dog situation. I don't know her. Diane Fago. Is that the name of her YouTube channel? So I may see you in there. Yeah, she makes handmade paper. She makes beautiful handmade paper. Actually, I think I might have some right here. Do I? Let me see real quick before I sign off if I've got any of my mom's paper. I do. I do have some right here. Okay. Let me show you. This is some of the paper she made me. So, and some of it has like sparkles in it. There's this one. This one has some glitter in it. This one. So some's thin. Some is thick. These are thin. This is like confetti paper and it's like almost like tissue paper. It's really thin. And then this one. Okay, I will. Oh, okay. Now I know who you're talking about. Packer Dye. Oh, it's Packer Dye? Why did she say it was Packer Dye? Oh my goodness. Okay, and then she has one with like dried flowers. Now they're getting a little bit thicker. This one's thicker. This one's thick. A little bit thicker. This one's got glitter all up in it and confetti kind of looking. You know what this reminds me of is that flooring, what's that stuff called? Linoleum flooring. Yeah. I know, isn't it beautiful? I haven't cut into it. I got it for Christmas. I haven't cut. And then this one right here is super thick. So this would make a nice journal cover. Because super thick. So that is, yeah, she makes it with potpourri in it. I think these are just dried flowers in here. Yeah, that's just a dried flower. Oh, she changed her channel name. Okay, I'm gonna have to go find her. Is she streaming right now? Because I'm gonna hop off. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I'm behind, guys. I was gone for a year, so I'm like really, I'm behind in the times. But I'm going to head out. Thanks for joining me tonight, and I will definitely be back. So if you want to journal with me again in the future, please on the video, hit subscribe and get notifications when I come on, because I don't think it's gonna be. I know I'll do it every now and then, but I'm not gonna have like a set time just yet. So, oh, she's right. Not now. Not now, or oh, not now. She's not now. So, oh, okay. See, I'm yawning. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go tuck Oliver in. So it was great seeing you, Joycey, and thanks, Desert Nana, for joining me, and my sissy for coming in, and Joan was in here. Who else joined us in here a little bit earlier? So I appreciate you guys joining me, and I'll be back because I really want to. I've got a lot of pages I want to do in here. My only thing is I need to work earlier so that I don't have whiny baby. I don't have whiner in the middle of my videos. Oh goodness, we have to time that. Love you too, Joycey. Yes, Oliver has me trained. After 15 years, he has me trained. Oh, I know. I yawned. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Oh my gosh, too funny. Love you guys. Great seeing you guys too. Okay, stay in, stay safe. I hope your chocolate stash is holding out and will hold out and multiply to get you through the time. I was going through mine pretty quickly there for a few days, and I was like, oh my goodness, now I have to like slow down and start to just have one little. I have like a little bag of little small candy, so I'm like having to. Now I'm gonna have to ration them, or they're not gonna last. So. I wonder if you can do a drive-by up in Target just for chocolate. I got enough coffee. It's the chocolate. And I can't bake anything, so I don't have anything to bake anything with anyway. But, alrighty. Bye, loves. See you later. Bye.